Got it? Got it? Here, pass her up, pass her up. Pass her up.
What if I told you that sometimes the cries for help come from beyond this world? That sometimes, when all hope is lost, God reaches down from heaven and moves in a way that defies all logic. This is the real-life miracle that left first responders trembling. A story so unexplainable, so divine, that the only answer is God Himself. A tragic accident, a voice that shouldn't exist, and a little girl who should have never survived, but did. This is the 911 call from heaven. It was a freezing night in March. Snow blanketed the roads, turning them into death traps of black ice. Lynn Grosbeck, a 25-year-old mother, was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily safely strapped in the back seat. She was just minutes from home when it happened. Her car hit a patch of ice, veered off a bridge, and plunged into the freezing river below. The car flipped on impact, landing upside down in the rushing waters. The frigid current swallowed the vehicle, hiding it from the world. No one saw it happen. No witnesses, no phone calls, just darkness and silence. For 14 hours, the wreckage remained there, hidden, forgotten. Inside, Lynn had already passed away. Her body was still in the driver's seat, but little Lily was still strapped in her car seat, hanging upside down over the icy water, alone, freezing, dying. And yet, someone was watching. The next day, a fisherman walking along the riverbank saw something strange, a glint of metal half submerged in the current. Then, a tiny arm, barely visible through the shattered window. A call was made. First responders arrived within minutes. 4 officers ran toward the wreckage, their boots crunching against the frozen earth. And then, it happened. The officers froze. They turned to each other, eyes wide. They all heard it. A woman's voice, clear as day, calling from inside the car. Fueled by adrenaline, the officers charged toward the vehicle. They waded into the icy river, reaching for the door. But when they opened it, silence. There was no woman speaking, no one calling out for help. Lynn was there, but she had already been gone for hours. And in the back seat, a miracle. Little Lily, still alive, dangling upside down in her car seat, inches from the freezing water. For 14 hours. She should have died. The cold should have taken her. The lack of food, the trauma, the hypothermia. But she was breathing. The rescuers pulled her out, wrapping her in blankets, their hands shaking. They knew what they had heard. They knew a woman had called out to them. But how? Lynn was already gone. To this day, every officer on the scene tells the same story. They heard a voice, a desperate pleading voice, a voice that led them to Lily, a voice that, by all logic, should not have been there. Some believe it was Lynn's spirit, crying out from beyond death to save her daughter. Others say it was something even greater, a voice sent by God Himself to ensure Lily's rescue. Because here's the truth. By all scientific reasoning, Lily should not have survived. The freezing temperatures should have shut her body down. But she was warm when they found her. She was alive. Was it angels? Was it Jesus Christ? One thing is certain. It was a miracle. This is more than just a survival story. This is proof that God sees us, even in the darkest places. When we think we are lost, when we think there is no hope left, He sends help in ways we may never understand. For little Lily, that help came in the form of a voice from heaven. And maybe today, as you watch this, God is speaking to you too. Maybe you're trapped in a different kind of wreckage. lost, broken, hopeless. But he is still calling, still reaching, still waiting for you to answer. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3. Do you believe in miracles? Have you ever felt God's presence in your life? Drop a comment below and share your story. And if this testimony of faith touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe to God's Network channel for more stories of God's love, power, and divine intervention.